Kani kedai ke Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rasa pi da ke rupa, ringkat bat ke orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Hadin ke Jingshah Syah Thombor u Secretary jong ke Hima Nongspung, ba Michael Wardry, bat ke Jing Penjat Penpra, ya ke Yeng bat ke Jing dan jeng M jong u, da ki Pai Bhor ha ke Senang Balakawa, ke Balaja ha ki Kindet Sengi Balala, kalapan Kindet Benreu, ya ki Kinhon ba Per ha ke ni ke Jella, la kalong nadu ki Bos Sorkar, ki Seng Bhalang, kumjo ki Seng San Partai, ban Pai Kmat ki Kapot, bat ban Sedang Tuklar, ya ke ni ke Kam. Dang ha kakat wai trek mentau bena Jembang ar hajar kat kendai, ki MLA jong keseng Kongres ki lahir Syah ke Senang Balakawa, ban Jurep ya ke Yeng kesem jong ba Michael Wardry. Ban peneksan halor ke Jingshah jong kani ke Kenhon, bat kumjo ban batai ya ke Jingshah pang jong kani ke Kenhon, halor kani ke benta, kabaladan ha ke bor sensyar mentala bonsnam. Unoi ilam jong ke Kenhon, ki MLA ke Seng Kongres, balalet cakapot, ha ke katwai tereng, u Dr. Mukul Sangma, ha ke sengi ke babot pat kata khatar tereng, ulai kenduru i kinong patai khobor, ha ke Jingshah jong u, ha ke ni nong ba Shillong.
It is, to our surprising, it is seen that the government has been completely insensitive to the given situation. It reflects their complete lack of sensitivity and lack of interest to protect the interests of the people and protect the interests of the state. Two things have happened. One is that the state government of the day has allowed Assam government to encroach into the territory of Meghalaya. Number one. And number two, state government of Meghalaya, the government of the day, has allowed our people to be subjected to lots of suffering due to their insensitivity, due to their lack of commitment, which, I don't know, you will have to be more analytical to find out actually what is the reason behind that the government was too irresponsive to this given situation. Because when I talk to the officers, the district administration, I ask one thing. Are you aware of the fact that this particular place is well within the boundary of Meghalaya? They said yes. And you have to back up. You have another, I must say, another opportunity to substantiate this beyond reasonable doubt that this is within the state of Meghalaya. There is a court ruling. Because the person, the victim of the situation, one Mr. Michael Michael Wardry, who is also the secretary of the Hima Nongspung. Now obviously, the fact that he has gone up to the court, knocked the door of the judiciary, that means he was left to resort to knocking the door of the judiciary because government was insensitive, government was unaware, government was completely either insensitive or careless or surrendering to our counterpart for best reasons known to them. It is completely unacceptable to the people of the state, and the government must sit immediately with the counterpart, resolve this issue, make it abundantly clear that the place of occurrence is in Meghalaya, and therefore the case registered in one of the police stations of Assam must be declared null and void, and the case should be taken up by the police station concerned, which is assigned with this area as part of their jurisdiction. Now every police station has their jurisdiction. Every district has their jurisdiction. Whenever there is a notification of any police station, you will see what are the villages which are covered under the jurisdiction of this police station. Is it not the fact that this village is within the jurisdiction of Treikam police station? Is it not the fact that this is a revenue village within the jurisdiction of Ribhoi district of Meghalaya? So these are the things. Now I'm afraid. Now we already have areas of difference across Assam-Meghalaya border. Do you want to allow similar kind of situation in this new area where there is no dispute per se before? We are seeing that this government's complete lack of commitment and seriousness is creating another precedent where you will ultimately see more and more land getting alienated from the state of Meghalaya, from the people of Meghalaya. That means the CM is completely unaware of what is actually his jurisdiction. I don't know whether the Minister in charge of Revenue and Land Records, no, we have that Minister, Disaster Management and Revenue. Have we seen any response from them? Have we shown any demonstration of their seriousness to protect the interests of our people? They have time to go to Varanasi, they have time to go to Lucknow, but they don't have time to know and find out and take stock of situation in those areas which is so sensitive. Now, what is seen today is therefore not acceptable to the people of the state of Meghalaya, and what is not acceptable to the people of Meghalaya is not acceptable to the Congress party. You have not seen such things happening during our time. There has been already a conscious decision taken mutually by both government of Meghalaya and the counterpart Assam government. There's already, a kind of format which is arrived at after the mutual discussion, that how we deal whenever such issues along the interstate boundary takes place. There's a given format which has been mutually agreed to. So this is something which is already available. What is missing is commitment, seriousness. What is the job of the government? Is there no government? It is the responsibility of the government. It's nobody else's responsibility. If the government fails, then what we see? Then non-governmental organizations, the other civil society organizations, the NGOs come into play. That is when the government of the day doesn't act. And that is when the government of the day is found wanting to respond to given situation. Therefore, we are telling that, look, you are demonstrating beyond reasonable doubt that you are slipping. You are not responding to your call of duty of the day. And therefore, wake up, act. That's what we mean.
Opposition party, what will be your goal?
This is the rule. This is the rule.
Instead of lambasting the government.
No, not lambasting, asking the government to act. Asking the government to act. Is the government not bound to act? Is the government not bound to act? The government is bound to act. Otherwise, they have no right to sit on the chair, no right to continue. Whose job it is? Is it not the job of the government? You see, that is what we are saying. So, government of the day is responsible to address this kind of situation as and when we are confronted by this kind of situation. It is nobody else's job. It is their job. Our job is to tell them, look, you are not doing. You are not attending. So, we have alerted them. We expect the government to respond immediately.